what's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me. You are in the zone, the gaming zone, with Lacan, and we are back in StarRupture. So where we left off in the last video, we just got finished exploring out in that area, that settlement that's out there. We were able to go out there and loot everything with the help of Lady Day.
Interesting plot.
We had a theory regarding these vines here, that after a star rupture, that potentially it would clear the vines long enough for us to go down there. That theory was correct. We were able to get down there. The vines were clear. We jumped down. There were a couple of resources down there. Let's see if I can see them. There was these crystals here, the quartz ore, and then this glow cap as well. If you do not make it out in time for this to clear, you climb back up these white vines here. But if you don't make it out, that red little heart looking thing that's down there, you can actually, can't reach it here because everything's back, but you can shoot it while you're down there with your laser, and it'll clear the vines so that you can get your way out. So you can take your time when you get down there.
Good stuff.
Search around, find what
Come
you need, and then use that to get back out if the vines grow back over you. So I will show you that. I do know for sure that there's another one to the south of our station, our base. I remember from the last playthrough that I did. So instead of resource gathering for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll take these because these are really good. We can learn a recipe for these plants that will restore both thirst and hunger to a degree, but it doesn't have the negative effect of the toxicity, which you do get from some of those recipes. So I do want to collect as many of these as I can get. So instead of running around gathering all this food and all this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and work on reimagining the base a little bit. Now that we have the storage units, we can set those to accept the inventory that we're crafting from the fabricators. So I'm going to have like a twofold type of deal where our ingots that we get are coming through, and they're coming down here being filtered into these things. Once they are in here, we'll have these feeding some fabricators, where the fabricators are going to craft the materials that we need for some of these requests. So once the fabricators do their thing with the resource, then those will go into its own storage, and I'll likely redirect that out this way a little bit, give us a little bit more room to breathe. So I'll bring everything from these storage to the forges, the fabricators over here. And then from the fabricators over here, we'll have storage here. And then the storage will feed those transmitters, which we'll put at the end right here. That should make the base a little bit more cleaner. I am considering, outside of just feeding all the ore into these to be smelted into ingots, to also maybe take an offshoot of that and feed in just regular ore into these as well, because we'll need that, I think, from the fabricator. We'll need that ore in order to craft the building materials. So we'll just borrow one of these sections here to bring this around to here, and then just loop it around to the storage over here, and then vice versa over there for the wolfram. That way we're also not just taking all of our ingots or all of our ore and turning them into ingots. We're also going ahead and taking some of that regular ore so that we can use the process for building materials. So sounds like a whole lot. I kind of got an idea of what I want in my head. We'll see that works out the way I imagined it, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we are back. I got a lot of the reorganizing of the base pretty close to finish. But we just had a rupture event, and like I promised, I can go ahead and run over to that other location that I'm aware of, or at least the one that was there for the last playtest anyway. I don't know for sure. I haven't been back by there to see if it's still there, but we can at least head off in that direction and see. Before I go though, yeah. Inventory's looking pretty crazy, so I guess you guys can get a little peek of what I've gotten going so far with the new setup. I feel like it's a little bit cleaner than it was earlier, or at least spread out a little better. I did a little bit, did the base a little differently. So I wanted to get inventory cleared out a little bit. It's kind of the miscellaneous stash right here.
Nice.
Maybe that. Put that in there. Gotta hurry up and get down in there before those vines grow back over it. Okay. So let's head over. The last one that we did, there was greenery coming back on the ground before, and you can see it starting to come back a little bit, but it was a lot further along by the time I got back out there, so we should be okay. But let's go ahead and hurry over there anyway, just in case. I have to remember where it was. I'm pretty sure it was this direction, just out that way. I'm gonna get this. Hey, we got a drone. So There it is. Right there. So we just go down here safely. And then we can go ahead and take my time to explore the area. See what we got. Now that we know we can get out fairly easy, so get that. These are the crystal quartz. It's our way out. Okay, so the glow caps.
Interesting plant. Good stuff.
The last one actually had a body in it. I'm not seeing that indicator in here, so I think that's it. Now we just leave out. Oh, maybe. It's like there might be more.
Come here.
Alright, so let's go ahead and pull ourselves out of here. I think that's everything that there is to be gotten from here, so cool. So now we know, like, whenever the rupture, keep an eye out for these. Whenever the rupture happens, it'll clear them so that we can get in and get those resources. I don't know for sure what we use those resources for yet, but I'm sure it'll be pretty important. This helium is what we want. Man, we have to come back this way. We got a bunch of those over here. Nice. There it is. Yeah, look at that.
Rupture status stable.
I can use
Arcadia
this.
Status stable.
I remember in the previous playtest that further out this way was blocked off. I couldn't go any further that way. Oh, look at that. They're starting to grow in. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Interesting plant.
I'll take it.
Good stuff.
Man, they got a ton of them out here. This is a good spot for that.
Come here.
Where's this at on the map? Okay, so down in this area, this is where our craft landed before. This is our base, so it's just on the other side of this volcano-looking thing. It's probably just a mountain with the crater where we landed. There was a body over that way. Oh, I must have missed it. Look at all of them. Nice. Nice. We'll be able to learn that recipe, I think. Let me go check over here and see if I can see where this body is. And I'll come back and get the rest of those. Alright. Oh, this sounds like there's water over here. Oh, there is. Nice. Sounds like there's running water over there. Oh, there's the body right there. Ah, got just enough space. What's this? Damaged memory module. And energy boost chew. Eat to gain effect. Triples natural energy regeneration. Lasts 30 minutes. Does not stack with other energy generations. But you get 40 toxicity.
I think I can use this.
So let's see here. Yeah, we're full up. But I'm gonna see if I can get some more of those fruits or whatever those are off those cactus looking things. And then we'll head back. I think I unlocked the backpack expansion. So I'm tripping. I need to go ahead and get that, so carry some more stuff. And while we are on our way, we can actually go ahead and turn these forges back on. You know what? I was about to jump up there. And I'm like, well, why don't I just make some stairs? Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, that's right. I was going to turn that on. So, again, I'm going to use this one to focus on smelting calcium. blocks. Because we don't have those just yet. I guess I do need that walkway right here. And then we'll just turn these back on. Oh, they're already on. Okay. There we go. Right. Totally forgot to finish these up here. Alright, so here's the system so far. Right now we have these guys requesting ore so that we can make the bars, but I need to go ahead and get this one and this one to request the ore from the wolfram and then the titanium. So if I come here, I can say let's request titanium. So can you not do... Okay, so this system may not work. Because you can't do multiple things, it looks like. So that one will request some ore, so it'll share between them. We'll go ahead and come here, and then we'll request... Wait. Why is that one? Oh, this is available. I want to say this one will do the bars. So we should start seeing, hopefully. Oh, that's why. I got this as the output. So I'll need to do this. Because I thought that I could store multiple things in these. I was going to just kind of distribute these into the right areas, but it looks like I need to go ahead and do this. And then that should start requesting the bars. Right there, yep. Look how fast it's going. Okay. So this is going to be scary because there's potentially going to be a jam here. So we'll come to this one. And this one will request the ore. From ore. Now I have a way potentially of getting these out of here. Like I said, like the idea was initially to send it through, you know, and just kind of use these kind of as a just a way to just kind of pass them amongst each other. But I don't foresee that that's going to work. Because now, once this gets here, I have no way of getting it out outside of going here. So, actually, you know what? Let's turn this off for now. It'll take the rest of what was being sent, right? Once that finishes up, what I'm going to do here is, let me see and think about it. These here will be what I use to request the titanium or the bars. So I'll have the bars come down this way, and that'll send those. There'll be a little bit of a jam, but they should be able to go through. This thing will also take the ore. So as this fills up or whatever, this will pull over here until these are full up. This will be where if we start wanting to do, like, let's say, let's come over here and we say we want to go ahead and have this fabricate building material. In order to do that, it's going to need this, but it's also going to need the wolf. That's not going to work either. So we'll do this right now. Let's go ahead and do the titanium bars. Let's get you down here and out of there. We'll let that empty out. So here's where the dilemma is, because we can't do it the way that because I essentially thought that I would be able to put all things in each of these, so it really didn't matter which way they were to go or whatnot. They will all be able to filter to the machine that they need to go to. But since it doesn't work that way, I'm going to need, like, all the stuff that's on this side, which is the titanium, and then all the stuff on this side, which is the wolfram, to be able to merge into one track. And then that track would filter to either this, or this. So I'm thinking I just need one more piece here. And then I
need to drink something.
because this potentially is going to be my connection. So I just need one more piece here, I think. So let's do this. This thing is still taking stuff even though I turned it off. Is it just using it as a throughput? It is, I think. So because I have this switched off, it doesn't store it on there. But because I have it so that it accepts those, it's using as a throughput to go through. So let's see. I'm gonna need the stuff coming out of this. I'm gonna need to reverse this to go back out here. So the ore from here and here will come through. So if I take this, oh, this thing still has 58 in there. And this thing is full, I bet. So we'll go ahead and change this over to titanium. And we'll take all of those off. We'll take this off and move that back like we had it originally to go back out to this. Right? And then let's get this out of here. Here. So I think I may just end up needing another one. I think. So we come here and we can bring this over to this, which will allow them to send those over there to make the material, the building material.
I need to drink something.
because this thing only takes the one item, this isn't going to work right here. I could use this for the building materials potentially. To go ahead and just start storing up building materials. So if I go ahead and just take the storage, set that there. Take that out. Set there. Then I can set building materials in here. And that'll be its job. It's just to make a bunch of building materials. These guys will fulfill the orders for this. So instead of this guy here, it'll likely have to be this can work as long as one of them is supplying the resource that two or three of these needs. So now that we got that figured out, let's figure this piece out. So we want this thing to supply because right now we're getting the ore. And then we can get the bars to here if this first one needs it. But we need the bars and the bars for both of these stations to merge here and then distribute. So we need to do this. Let's take that out. Let's do this. Take and feed that to this. which can then send to either this this or this.
Need water. I need to drink something. No. No.
Okay. That should work. That should work. So, how full is this? Oh, not full at all. Okay. So we'll turn this back on. Okay. Now, the biggest hurdle or the biggest issue now is going to end up being now that we got everything going onto this, is the potential for traffic jamming. Right now, those two are looking pretty clean. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and test it out. Close that. Let's put some of this stuff away.
That's just what I need.
Actually, maybe just what we need. So we'll come here, prickler, and yeah, we just needed 30 more. So we'll do that, and then we can make this. And this doesn't give a whole lot of calories, but it gives some, and it doesn't give any of the toxic stuff. We haven't found any of these other ingredients, but with these things here, we need this star tiers in order to make it, and we don't have any of the other ingredients, so this is the only one that we can make for right now. And then that one gives hydration and it heals, which is nice, but it gives 10 toxicity. I didn't mean to do that. And then for this poly fruit, we only had 3 more of those to get. That one heals. It gives calories, so food, but it gives 20 toxicity. and then we can't make any of the others. This was the only one that we can make that didn't provide a toxicity. But let's check this per plant. We can't do it. Well, this is the only one that we could potentially do. So this one, it heals and removes 30 toxicity, but it also removes all positive effects as well. So it's nice, but not the greatest. And then you got these star bites, which is just this. And that heals 55 health, which is really nice, but you get 10 toxicity. And then now we got this glow cap. And the glow cap, we don't have all the ingredients for that, so we can't really make anything. So I'll come back, I'll get some more of the materials that we need for the fabricator, which I guess this is the only thing that we really need. You know what? I just thought of something. So, dang it. Let's turn this off. We'll let it finish up. And then I'll take all of the building materials off of there. I just realized that we'll want to potentially store the materials that these make, as well as potentially send it off to here. Again, we can only store one type, it looks like. So essentially at each one of these we'll need a junction. It's so loud. We'll need a junction. So we'll need something that takes this, like we'll need this rail for this, but then also one that sends the resource off to here. Second. Options. I don't know why it took me this long to do this. Love the audio, which is great. Sets the mood, but it's just super loud. I can super loud. Okay. So I gotta figure out in my current setup, how do I get a T-junction in here? How do I get a T-junction in here that doesn't block what they're trying to send? So I'll need one here for this, one here for this, and then one here for that. Now to extend out that way a little bit more. Is this thing almost done? Oh, no. Dang it. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and take
Just what I need.
these off.
I'm detecting increased Ruptura activity.
Jeez.
Prepare for a wave.
Okay. So we got that. We'll take these off. I'm likely gonna have to move that. So, okay. So, in my attempt to make things cleaner, I think I actually made it messy. The system will work. The system will work, I think. But essentially what I got is I can do whatever I need to do in these and then set its storage depot to collect those items, and then if those items then also need to be sent out for a job or for a request, to fulfill a request, then it will also then just send it down here to fill it in from each of them. So now each of these devices should receive everything that we have currently. So that we're able to mine currently. So that will be the ore, wolfram, titanium, or the bars or the ingots, or the bars, the wolfram or the titanium. This system does not account for the calcium blocks, but I'm not mining the calcium blocks just yet either. The system will send ore to the furnaces, the smelters, sorry, to make ingots, but then they'll also detour to send some of the ore straight to storage, which then takes that, transfers it to this, which will then take it, send it out as is needed for whatever job we got going. So to test the system out right now, everything's shut off. Not everything, but the key stuff is shut off. Everything is full. There's a reason why you don't see anything moving. Here, let's go ahead and see what it is that we want to go for. Oh, that's right. Inventory space. Let's spend that. So now we have bigger inventory. That's good. Let's see. What is this? We already have a furnace. So okay. I'll say that's our fabricators. These are smelters. And now we got furnaces. that will then need to take in all of these same resources, which ultimately is the thing. It's like what I wanted was all of our resources to go into the storage, and then the storage feeds our production machines. So if we get furnaces, we would end up having to duplicate this to... that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Well, we will get to the furnaces another time. So let's see what we got here. We got the limb machine. This allows for the installation of those enhancements that we got. That's nice. We'll go for that. Anything else? That's a furnace. Grenade might be a good one to go for. That's our infiltrator. Increases the fog of war area uncovered by the player. Oh, so this is one of those enhancements.
I need to drink something.
Okay.
No. No. No.
That's really loud in my ears. Okay. So item printer, can we make that food from here? Doesn't look like it. So we need a food station in order to make that. Okay. Furnace, grenades, equipment upgrade station, war bonds, defense turrets. That would be nice. Wind turbine. Okay. That'll be a nice one to get. Building drone, rail 2, and some multi-rails. Okay. This might actually resolve some of our issues having these. So really the only thing that I see, we get the food station on here, is this one. So I think I may go ahead and focus fire on just this one. Level it up so I can get the upgrades, and then eventually this food station. So that was Future of Health, yeah. Future Health Solutions. So let's see what they're requesting. Future Health Solutions, we can get them titanium rods or titanium sheets. I think we can make the sheets now. We get 15 points if we do the sheets. And then we can have all of them doing sheets. So let's do this. Let's turn you off for now. I don't see titanium sheets there. Still have that locked. Let's get these on here. Okay. come over here. Fabrication. Titanium sheets. We're still missing some titanium bars for that. So let's do that now. We should have plenty of titanium bars. It's colliding with something. Buildings collide. Okay. That's fine. Let's do the shallow stairs. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and take all of these. Nice. We got that extra row.
Let's see.
Take all of those. Here. Fabricator, titanium sheets. Insert. We are still short by very, very little. Wait. Having trouble seeing if that's 600 or 800. So let's see, personal storage, titanium. We got any sheets in here? We do. Or bars. There we go. Nice. Now we got it. Okay. So, time for the test. They're now sending all the bars down to this. So this is working. So now we'll come here. We'll turn these are turned off. But we'll go ahead and choose titanium sheets from this. Shouldn't be getting anything coming down to it. Titanium sheets. Oh, nope, turn off. Dang it. Forgot to turn it off first. But it looks like it's coming. It's off. Titanium sheets. Okay. And then why jump? Okay. So then we can take this, go to Future Health Solutions, and we'll choose sheets. We should get whatever they made in that brief moment coming this way potentially. Oh no, it's turned off, that's right. So it won't send it. Sheets. Okay. This is 6,000, over 6,000, 6,400 that we have to send. With the sheets, that's giving us 15 per. So, okay. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Turn that on. Turn that on. And just so that we can store some extra, let's go ahead and request sheets in all of these. Okay. So it's sending and it's storing. That will help keep the line from getting too congested. At least until these fill up. So how are we looking just in that little bit of time? Okay. It's not bad. Not bad. And the bars are coming. These are all on pause because, well, they're full and I got no place to go. So.
Oh, yes.
Take all of those. Take all of those. And I'll take all of these. And now we can see how the system runs at like essentially full-on requests. It's not looking bad. This must be full. Yep, you can tell it's full. So this one's working to fill up. That's filling up. This one's practically empty. So if I wanted to, I could take this thing and use it to assist, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do though, just in case we end up needing it.
Ha, nice.
Okay. So as we got the rupture coming, we got this system tested out. Everything appears to be functioning the way that we need it to. Now, it's not extensible. Like, it's not easily extensible. Once we get the forge, which we'll need here in a bit, there's no easy way for us to include the forge in this system. So, it's definitely going to have to take a little bit of rethinking, maybe even expanding the base a bit more so that we have more room. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like, please level up this video by hitting that like button, and if you haven't already, please level up the channel by hitting the subscribe. And then until next time, come back, join us again as we level up together, one game, one video at a time.
Head to safety.
Alright. This is Lacan signing out. Peace out, everybody. Later.